Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AudieSanders.net. Don't just accept all things, question them. And this is something that I got reading from a Facebook post from a millionaire that I've been following the last few years. As far as, he brought up a good point. It's really implying thinking for yourself. He also read what he said. He said, just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you don't have to dislike them or send hate their way. A good example of this you see was this past year, especially in the United States with the election. A lot of people had their own opinions on things, and they were really strong opinions. But did they really do their due diligence? Napoleon Hill mentioned the master key to riches as far as always question the resource, always question the source. As far as, again, doing your own due diligence. Also, this millionaire that this post I read brought up a good point too. And he brought up the point as far as in the New Testament where Paul had stated that when he was preaching to some of the churches that he said, hey, you go and also basically go and reference what the words that he and the rest of his disciples were preaching as well. As far as go and do your own research as well. And I do remember that in several books in the New Testament where that is true. As far as Paul is saying, hey, don't just take my word for it. Go and read it for yourself. That's what he said. Or also just basically go and just do your own due diligence. And unfortunately, a lot of people just rather just go take the first thing they hear and just run with it. And it's sad because something that Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad mentioned, one of his Rich Dad books, is that people will take an opinion and use it as a fact. And again, it's like, okay, you're using this a strong opinion as a fact, but is it a fact, or did we actually go do our due diligence? Did we go use this thing called Google to help us out? Let's go answer things. No different. Also, too, I remember a year ago when I was recovering from a mild heart attack, I was questioning a lot of the medicine that I had to take. Now, it was stuff that related to the cholesterol, high blood pressure, but I never really had a problem with either or. And it's funny because when I actually did do my own research, neither was the case as far as building up plaque in my arteries. Plaque was just because of a couple of ingredients in food that I was not paying attention to. And when actually, again, after doing some research, I found out that some of the nutritional products that I'm taking were a lot better than some of the meds I was taking from pharmaceutical companies. Not saying that all of them bad. I just had a disagreement with what some of my doctors were prescribing for me, especially when I was getting headaches from them. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, like I just said, it's not for everybody. You have to do your own research for yourself. I'm not saying that, you should listen to your doctors. I'm not saying that. My thing is, still do your own research. It's your body. So, hopefully you understood where I'm coming from for those different examples as far as to question some things. And obviously not questions stuff like, why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? So Jim Rome said one time in audio, he's like, hey, I want to go and take that class. As far as wasting your time with that question. But you see what I'm getting with as far as going to question things and actually doing research on those, just to basically help you in your understanding as far as when you're trying to, try to find some answers. So if you got value for what was shared here, I'd love to read your comments below. Or like I said in this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.